Hello everyone. Today we're going to be looking at how to use the Web 2.0 tool Tagxedo, which is a word cloud tool. It's very simple but also very effective. You can access this tool by going to www.tagxedo.com. The site looks like this. You'll see it's very clean, very simple, easy to use. It's tied to social media, which students like. But instead of taking them directly to the site this way, I like to take students through the Baltimore County site. It's a little more complicated, but it reminds them of the other resources that we have so that they are aware of them and able to use those resources. So just direct them to students. Then you get to go to the research, study, and learning resources. Oops, here we go. Scroll down here and you'll get to your Web 2.0 tools. And you're welcome to point out a lot of the students aren't aware of all these excellent research tools that we have available here. So again, that's why I like to take them this way. Go to Web 2.0 and all the way on the side here we have our list of Web 2.0 tools. So scroll down and Tagxedo's number 31. So that takes you right back where we were before. Again, this isn't the way you have to do it. I just find it is an effective reminder of the tools that we have available for the students. Now you'll see that this program can be used to make word clouds out of existing online sites or documents. The way that I use it with my students is that I have them pull words from a source. What we've used it for is to examine the book Night and go from there. So I'm going to go to Start Now. And then you get the Tagxedo Creator here. I'll take you through it. Now, I gave my students pretty direct instructions on how to use this, and I'm going to show you that. But I found that it's also just a simple enough site that they can really explore it on their own. Here we have just a quick look at the assignment sheet. And if anybody would like a copy of this, I'll include my email at the end and you can email me and I can send this to you. But it says, for this activity, you will use a program called Tagxedo to create a symbol to represent the book Night. And the idea of symbols is very big in the 10th grade English curriculum. Your symbol will be a word cloud in the shape of a picture. You must include at least 20 words that are relevant to the novel, and they should be shaped into a symbol of hope or oppression that relates to the themes and ideas we have discussed with this book. And then I take them through step by step, after which they had to put the word cloud in a document and then write an explanation and a quote from the book underneath the Word document. And here we have just a very simple example of what their final product might look like. This is the word cloud. I pulled the image off of Google Images. You're able to import that, and I'll show you how to do that. Then underneath, their awesome quote from Night and their explanation. So back to our website here, I found that the trickiest thing for people to figure out is where they actually input the new words, and that's up here at Load. So you can put a web page where the site will pull words from, or you can type your own words. So for instance, for Night, we were typing such cheery words as Holocaust, Ellie, Wiesel. You don't actually need the commas. I don't know why I'm putting the commas. And one of the downsides of this site is that it can't do it can't do two words together. So it will put Ellie separate from Wiesel, and there's not much that I figured out anyway that you can do about that. If anybody else figures it out, please let me know. So let me just enter a few more words here off the top of my head. Again, very cheery words here. And when you're finished, you just press Submit. Submit. It's thinking about maybe submitting for me. Okay, hold on a second. For theme, I had all my students do black on white just because we only have black ink in our printers, so that was the best way to make everything show up. Font is something that they can play around with. A lot of different fonts to make it match what they want it to look like. Except, of course, it doesn't seem to work right now for you, but I promise this is a real thing. And then orientation will change the direction of the text. I'm not quite sure why this isn't working here. Hold on, I'm going to pause and play with it for a moment. Okay, there seems to be just something about running this program that makes Tagxedo not want to work right away. It just needs a second. Lastly, we're going to look at shape here. So it has a whole bunch of shapes of its own, and then you can also import a shape from somewhere else. So for now, we're just going to look at, let's see what happens if we put it in a fairly inappropriate for the subject matter cat shape. So here's our cat. You can also have students go to Add Image, and they can import an image that they have saved. Of course, if you have them use Google Image to search, make sure that you have, yep, here, so we can import here. Make sure that you have them cite where they got that image from. Then lastly, you'll want to go to Save and Share. You can save in numerous sizes here. There is no way to save on the actual Tagxedo program, so you do need to save it here and save it as its own file. And then I just had the students put it into a Word document and then type right directly on that Word document to finish up the assignment. So I know that was an incredibly quick look at Tagxedo. If you go back to the home page, they have 101 ways to use Tagxedo, which can give you some more ideas about how to implement this in your classrooms. That brings us to the end of our presentation, and again, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to email me. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy using Tagxedo.